What's up, man? Ricky Point Live. I don't know. So the crazy thing is, they kicked. I figured it out. They kicked me off live because I played Shake a Tail Feather. You can't play. I guess someone with the copyright infringement. The song too big. I've been playing art music every day, but for some reason, the song was too big. They kicked me off live because Shake a Tail Feather.
Sound too big, man. Too big, man.
Thanks a lot, Murph. Thanks a lot for getting me kicked out my Facebook, boy. I'm actually going because I went to Facebook. It's gone. It's not even on there. So I'm just gonna start over. I'm a ain't nobody. It was getting popping. So I'm gonna kick it off. First of all, bro, I appreciate you for taking the time to chop it up with me, man. I've just been inspired by you just from way back in the day, just how you rep the city, man, and continuously rep the city. I want to say I appreciate your flowers right now. You hear me? The game on? Lakers playing?
Celtics, brother. St. Louis shit.
Tatum, yeah. So look, I'm gonna start off. So when you try to act like you kind of remember, that's cool. You ain't got to
down all the way down.
It had to be like 98, 99 Saints. One of my really good friends, Tim, bought me the Saints during the daytime. Niggas didn't go to Saints during the daytime. I had no idea it was a studio in Saints. I walked in the lab. I see the ticks. I'm fanned out. I ain't say a word, but I was just excited to be in the ambiance. So I want to could you just touch on? And I started with you can catch me at your local Derrty or in the studio doing vocals, Derrty. So in the studio at that time, what was your mindset at that time? Being the schoolboy, the youngest in the group, just your mindset, your goals at that time. Late 90s.
Oh, man. I was just trying to get to it, man. Like I said, I was trying to prove myself. I was the only one in school still. You know what I'm saying? So I was just a young buck. And you know, when you the youngest in the room, everything you say is wrong all the time, all that. So I was just trying to fit in, trying to be grown. And then, Give Me What You Got was our big single in St. Louis. So it's like I wasn't on that record. You know what I'm saying? That was just Nelly and Ali. So it was just big for the group. But when we came with the next, I just wanted to make sure that I was, I was prepared and rapping and skilled up by then, you know what I'm saying? So I spent most of that time all in my high school life just trying to prove that I'm one of y'all.
Right, for sure. So, but even when you say give me what you got at that time, so y'all was, I don't know, like y'all was grinding locally for years before Country Grammar even hit. I don't think people really at that time.
That Saints, what you talking about? That Saints, that's before Country Grammar because we weren't with them no more. That's how we got our deal. Right. We wasn't messing with them no more by the time we So when you came and saw us, that was when we was hot in St. Louis. So on fire, that was Give Me What You Got and Who's the Boss and songs of that nature, things that was running St. Louis. And I was just happy to be a part of it, man. I used to be in class and songs come on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to South Tech. I went to South Tech. So it's, it was we can do different things. Like we can wear headphones. We can bring radios in. You know what I'm saying? We can wear hats. Like it was the best high school life of all time. So I used to always have my radio with me, and then most of the classes and the teachers used to always play the radio. They used to play the radio station while we do work. Man, that song used to come on about 6 times within that whole little school day. You know what I'm saying? So I was young popping in school, and then I used to leave school to go perform at other schools. You know what I'm saying? So like stay in school, I used to leave my school to go tell people to stay in school. You know what I'm saying? At the other school.
I thought how if you in the high school, your song on the radio, how was you staying in the seat? I'll be outside. You know what I'm saying?
I always been humble. That's why I said that humble thing was never nothing new to me. Because when we first was on, it took about a year for people to even realize like that I was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't around there bragging. I was wearing the gear like I was a fan. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't really trip off of it. It was just a few people that kind of like knew. And then one day one of the teachers found out and asked could the group perform at a talent show at school. Mm-hmm. So during school, it was like a pep rally or something. And the group came up and we did Give Me What You Got. And it was like, it never was the same at school after. I was literally like, I was the man before then, but I'm talking about, it was lit.
Man, then.
Yeah, it was real.
Right. That's what's up, man. So, I'm like I've been in this since 93. You can tell cause my L angle 90 degrees. That's my favorite bar of yours. I don't know if it's your favorite. You know, what's your favorite bar? What's your favorite bar?
Sheesh.
That's a good question. I freestyle. Favorite bar.
Sometimes I feel like I think I must be from Georgia because I got GA in me. That's what I say. It's on Grandpa Game Time on Murphy's Law, man. I don't be, but I got too many bars. I'm barred up. I'm always barred up. I don't care about nothing but bars.
That's a hard question.
So like, yeah, it's kind of me. I go to personal, deep stuff. Like I said, some stuff on some new stuff that's about to come out. That's just like, wow, how you put that together, young brother? Right. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna touch on Murph Mondays a little later because that's very hell. But I want to touch back on the L angle 90 degrees and how so St. Louis you were from the jump and how just inspiring it was to be from St. Louis to see something on an international scale. I also remember I was in Matthew Dickey. I remember like yesterday I was in Matthew Dickey when I first heard Country Grammar, and we all left and got in trouble. We all left to go down to the field and didn't even get in it. But just back at that time, did you know the impact you were having on the city when you were in it? Did you know the impact that you were having on everybody in the city is seeing themselves on this big screen?
What's the question though? That was more of a statement.
I mean, I'm saying, did you know the impact? I mean, it was a statement. What did the impact? What did the impact mean to you? Like, did you know that you were having that big of an impact at that time?
Yeah, man, it got crazy. You know what I'm saying? It literally got crazy. Every stoplight, every little step you take, you know what I'm saying? It got crazy. But I learned too that it was the cars we was in, it was the entourages we was walking in, that where you can't be lucky anyway. You look like a rapper. You look like, you know what I'm saying? Then at one point in time, right when Country Grammar, it got to a point where people was looking for us. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally go outside because you know they be around. And I'm talking about out of towners, people who just live there, they just looking for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for your car. I'm looking for just a spotting of you because everybody say you around. You know what I'm saying? We was outside heavy too, so
right. And
I think that was the first little scene of all that was like, dang, you can't pull up to a stoplight no more. Like it's going down. But it was all love. It never was like scary. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you know we from Blue, and it could be scary. You know what I'm saying? It could be dangerous. Right. Man, it never was dangerous, bro. It never was scary. Like that's how much love we get in the city, man. People like to see, like they say stuff about the hate. Like you might hear hate, but man, that love override all that little hate, whatever hate. Because that hate is good for conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all that is. They really, it ain't that many. Only people that hate is like rappers, certain rappers. You know what I'm saying? And them the rappers that will never get on. Right. The rappers try to get on and know how to rap and know what they doing. They would never be mad at us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they know how hard it is. They know what it takes. They know everything about it. You know what I'm saying? It's the people who don't have no idea about this shit. They just think rapping is a way out and they just want to do it. They don't think about the talent, the work you got to put into it. They don't think like it's a regular career. They always think about, man, it's the way out. You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily the easiest way out. You can work a job and get out faster than you could rap out. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, because it's 1 in a million, man. It ain't no, it's NBA. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't 6'5".
Right. That's real. And you made me kind of think of like even at that time in St. Louis was different too, though. Like the vibe when you talk about the love, like even from like a safety standpoint, I feel like the city was different. Like if you go back to like Saints in them days, like you know. Just the vibe was different. We was dancing. You know, it wasn't a lot of like violence. You know,
that was the world. That was the whole world, though. Yeah, that was the whole world, though. But in the Lou, boy, we always been dangerous. Like it's actually better now. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, it's on film now. You know what I'm saying? It's more social media able to say, "Yo, my cousin got popped last night." You know what I'm saying? Half of the killers wouldn't be on the news in the morning. They just gone. You hear me? Like, so back in 93, man, 94, when the gangs was popping, like, when I tell you, like, man, it was terrible, bro. Like, super bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it actually getting better, and we don't see that. It's because they want to run them numbers up. They want you to think that we killing each other every day, all day, which we are. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. It's bad. But at the same time, bro, it was way worse. We are getting better. You got more people that's working, entrepreneurs, doing something for themselves. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just everybody out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna make it look like that because we got social media. So everybody the news. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be like, this the worst city to go to. No, it ain't. Quit lying. Because it's people who live on the other side of 70 ain't never seen violence ever on earth. Like, stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta watch what we say about our city.
That's real. That's real. I was somewhere recently and I heard somebody say, I love St. Louis. I wouldn't want to live nowhere else. And it was just like her perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting fed this violent propaganda day in and day out when really it just depends on really where you at and what circle you around and hang around, you know?
If you in that life, that's what happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be 1 out of a million that are innocent bystander. It happens to innocent people. Most likely you're involved in something, you know what I'm saying? And it's just not, we just gotta quit. We gotta change the energy, man. That's all it really is. We need to really change the energy of that. It don't have to be that way. And every city where there's poverty, there's killing. You know what I'm saying? Where there's poverty, there's gonna be that type of situation. It's always gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of built up anger as Black people. You know what I'm saying? We've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's taking time to heal. It's gonna take us some time to heal, and we don't got that kind of patience. That's all it is.
You know what? That's I'm gonna go. I just hearing you say that, I'm just gonna jump to because I've been hearing a lot of your recent stuff, and I'm like, everybody Black. Like, I don't know, just that's what's inspiring to me, just to see your elevation and your growth, and you are transparent and open in your music, and you talk about these kind of topics. I want to make sure that people know that Murph is, you know, currently talking about the things that we need our Black artists, our artists in general, to talk about. Can you let me know, like, what inspires you to just keep going, and not only keep going, but make sure that you're talking about very relevant things that our people.
You only can talk about what you know, man. You know what I'm saying? When you 18, 19, 20, you ain't thinking about that type of stuff for real. You're thinking about trying to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? But when you grow up, you see things, you see more things, you should talk about what you talking about. I feel like everybody has a lane for everything we doing. If you want to talk about popping pills and doing drugs and killing and all that, there's a lane for that. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. You know what I'm saying? But it's the thing is when everybody feel like they gotta talk about that in order to be on. Like, I gotta talk about the pills and killing and dealing just to be heard now, just because, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even doing it, but I just want to talk about it because that's the rhyming words. You know what I'm saying? Whipping it up in the kitchen. You ain't never whipped it up in the kitchen. They don't even sell crack no more like that. What are you whipping? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about? You making edibles? What are you whipping? You know what I'm saying? Like, so we just lying. It's just a gang of lying, and it don't need to be there when everybody really actually talented people and they can just talk about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? My son, 15, he don't rap, but he wanted to like start a rap and do a rap, and he was like, what do I talk about? I'm like, talk about what's going on. Talk about how your mama make you get off the game. Talk about, you know what I mean? Like, you got to talk about what it is, man. You got to live it up. That's the only way you can be different too.
And that's what people really relate to. Like, how many people are really whipping it up? You know what I'm saying? Not that many.
I know.
But how many people are really, they parents telling them to get off the game? Like, that's the 99%. Most people, you know.
99%, bro. You ain't never lying. That's what I'm saying. Like, so the people that's whipping it up, when I see them, I need to know that they look like they've been whipping it up. Don't come to me looking like another person, and then you saying you whipping it up all the time and doing this. It's like, man, you killing and dealing, but you got on this, like you got on that. Like, stop. You confusing the hell out of me. Don't go with your character. You know what I'm saying? I think being an artist, being a superstar is a character. You know what I'm saying? It's like Barney. It's like Superman, Batman. It's like something special. You know what I'm saying? So you got to live that too. You know what I'm saying? That's where fashion, all the other stuff come in play. So you ain't got it all around, all together anyway. You're gonna be at standstill anyway. You're gonna be right where you at with your nice views and all that, and go outside and your friends know you can rap, but you ain't gonna be on that big stage because you ain't got it all put together. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And speaking of this all put together, I don't know if it was planned, but when you said plus we broke with a deal, but nobody could tell, but we did, we had to do for Country Grammar to sell. So Country Grammar sold big, then the Ticks, then you went platinum. But what really sticks out to me is at that time the sound St. Louis was, clubby, fun, up tempo music. But what you brought was like lyrics, and I called it like a bar balance. Like you would go in and out of a song and kind of trick the listener with the beat and the hook, but you actually put time into your lyrics. Was that intentional? Did you always want to like make sure your pen was sharp, or was it just kind of just come naturally?
A little bit of both. I always what I come up on, you know what I'm saying? What I listened to was rap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't listened to just dance songs and of that nature. So when we decided to not go the route that we live, you know what I'm saying, which is most likely a gangster life, we decided to like, we want to track girls, we want to go this route. We don't want to talk about that like that. You know what I'm saying? So we start putting a little melody in to our music. You know what I'm saying? The melody led to the women, and the women led to party songs more so, where it sounded like that with the beats. But at the same time, if you listen to all the Ticks, we were still barred up within those things. And then we kind of did that strategically and like on purpose to make sure that we stayed barred up during those type of records.
You know what? That's true. Actually, when I think about it, if you listen to like Country Grammar and the Ticks album, even your album, like you got the singles, but like the album was not like the singles though. You know what I'm saying? The album was like spitting like rap. Yeah. I don't know if people even like but like the Ticks was not like a fun party. It just like that's what kind of saw on the big screen, but underneath that, y'all was rapping the whole time. That's a good
because it's the time and the place. It's the time and the place. People got to know that you need 1 or 2 songs on your album that's going to be considered what the label call a single. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be a big record if you want to be big. And then we had already following up on Country Grammar. So anything we had to do was kind of had to be on a large scale. You know what I'm saying? Like beat picking and how the hook going to sound. It need to be big. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't do nothing small. So we made sure that I like on what's my singles? Tail Feather, Love Me Baby, What the Hook Be. You know what I'm saying? Like these are my singles. Like Hold Up with Manny Fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like these are my singles. So it's like they have to have that big sound. You know what I'm saying? Then the rest of the album, that's straight vibes and straight, you know what I'm saying, groovy, lyrical, storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where you're supposed to go with your album. Pac told Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gotta do something for the girls. At least give them 1 or 2, and then you can do all the stuff you want to on your album. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we always looked at. We did science on hip hop. We did science on music business and how a song's supposed to be. We ain't just doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people just doing it. We know that it's science behind these sounds and behind how we putting this music out and how you roll it out, and you know what I'm saying? All of that. It's all a part of that. So we made sure that we put our all into it. That's all.
I know you threw what the hook gonna be in there, but I wouldn't necessarily say that was like the typical, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was different. That was like a hybrid song. Like that wasn't like no break. The hook is what the hook gonna be. Like if I was let's go there for 1 second. In the studio at that time, was cats hating on the hook? Like, because I could imagine somebody be like, what the hook gonna be? Like, no, because it was so left from what was happening mainstream at that time. And that song became like a mainstream song, but it wasn't a mainstream song. Was that intentional, the hook, or was it like random? I'm interested. That's a question I want to know for myself. I'm sure people want to know too. How did that hook become a hook that wasn't a hook?
Nah, that was a beat was made that was super bang. Right. I had like 4 days in there with JD, right? He made this beat If anybody know Jermaine Dupri, like when you go to his studio, you might 9 times out of 10 you ain't going in there just working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's always gonna be some. He always trying to catch your vibe, so he's trying to take you out to the club. He trying to, you know what I'm saying, hang out, play the games all day, but shooting basketball. He trying to fill you in because I realized that he done did so much. He actually producing you. You know what I'm saying? Like he want to know what he finna give you. He ain't just finna give you something off of what he felt like your songs had did. You know what I'm saying? He came with something different. So when the beat came on, my rapping ass just started rapping, bro. I just wrote like 3 verses fast as hell. I couldn't even take it. You know what I'm saying? Like I usually we don't even start a song without a hook. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even start writing my verses until I get a hook. But this particular song, I wrote the verses. Matter of fact, go back. I thought I had the hook, which was what goes up must come down, but we ain't coming down. It be the same old clowns giving you pound, pretending they proud, but when you lead time, they go around running their mouth. And I thought that was hook. Hey. Yeah, I thought that was the Young Hook. And then somebody said, hell no, that was the verse. They was like, nah, that's definitely how you should start off, how your verses start off. I was like, oh, okay. So I just went in there and laid the 3 verses. We left the hook blank. Wow. That hook was blank. That hook was blank for like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Then it was like, oh, I forgot that I had finished most of my album already over at the Dungeon Family Studio. I did my album at Outkast Studio. So I was finished with most of my album. And
that's a vibe.
I had to go back to JD.
Wait. That's a vibe. You did the album at the Dungeon Family Studio?
I don't man, bro, if you know how big of a Dungeon Family fan fanatic I am, you know what I'm saying? Like it was no talk about it when I'd seen it and was able to go into that studio and book it down. I could have went to you know Atlanta got 1 million studios.
Right.
I could have went to all those spots, you know what I'm saying? Just rent out something. But we rented out Outkast Studio from 12 to 12 every day for a whole month of February. And so I was basically done with my album for real. And I just I had a few more things to finish up, like with Jazzy. I had a few things to finish up. We didn't do Tail Feather yet, you know what I'm saying? And I straight up and down went back to the studio, and then Nelly was like, yo, you gotta finish this hook before we what's calling. I was like, I don't know. And he kept asking me what the hook on. And then he playing though. He playing because he could have been like, what is going to be the hook? What's the hook? He could have just said that. Right. He was in there back in the back seat acting silly, talking about what the hook gonna be. Just acting silly, saying it just like that. What the hook gonna be? You know what I'm saying? So eventually, I said, I don't know shit. And then he talking about shit. I don't need no fucking hook on this beat. So me and Nelly kind of came up with that together, man. It was nuts. But it was matter of fact, it was the end of a video shoot or something like that. And we was like I said, JD be taking us to the club and all that. We don't just be working. So I ended up vibing. I probably was drunk or something. Ended up going to lay it down. I had to come up with the nerves to ask JD, can he say that beginning part of the hook? What the hook going? I need him to ask me. You know what I'm saying?
Ask you.
I just knew he was gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I knew he's gonna try to, matter of fact, I thought he was gonna try to charge me. I thought he was gonna charge me to be on the song. That's all. And he just did it. He just ended up doing it. He was like, yeah, he's like, hell yeah, I'll do it. And the way he was doing it didn't even seem like he liked the hook. You know what I'm saying? If you can kind of listen to it, it didn't seem like he liked it for real, but he definitely was creative as hell. Because that song is, if you listen to my whole album, like that's the most different song I've ever heard on earth. And to this day, it's never been done before. Like people try to steal it, like Jay-Z's. Different people try to go with the no hook, the I don't got no hook on my. I don't need no hook on this beat. Jay-Z did this.
Right.
A whole bunch of people tried it. You know what I'm saying? But like you couldn't. It was never been done before. And like I said, 20 people tried it after me, but it still didn't come out big as how mine was because that was a different song there.
I think that's solidified you in that, like, as far as, because you can't say that like you're just a rapper, because in my opinion you make songs as well, and this is a direct depiction of that. Like you made a straight song that I feel like is gonna just make you just really solidify your legendary status with that song, bro. Real talk.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
So,
I wouldn't say legend, but I definitely would say
nigga, I'm gonna say legend. Nigga, just read the point.
I take it. I take it. I just feel like I need to do more. You know what I'm saying? Like I only had one real album, and I ain't get a chance to do what I needed to do. And no excuses on nobody part, none of my part, none of the label part. I just literally only had one full project, so it's taking the status of legend be. You know what I'm saying? I know we did a lot as a group. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Murphy Lee's solo career, I understand why when people be like he's underrated or he hasn't been. You know what I'm saying? They ain't heard me yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the point of my new stuff. The second time around, me dropping these every Monday just to get you familiar with the voice and back with my bars and things of that nature. Therefore, when I do drop these new projects, you ready for something? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You can hear it clearly. It don't just sound like, because I'm definitely coming out of left field. I'll be damned if I sound like everybody is coming out. That's now, you know what I'm saying? Just to be out. People will try to sound like everybody else just to be out. So if you hear people who are what you call consider legends and people who was out at the time I was out, when you hear them drop music, they trying to do what the young folks doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a few that's keeping their own style. And I just refuse. I just want to stay in my lane, do my own thing.
And with that be just speaking on that, you drop Murph Mondays. You drop 22 Mondays consecutively, right? So was that inspired by COVID? You like, man, I gotta just stay busy.
It was inspired by Kobe. I was supposed to do 24, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm doing them. I'm finna do them for the rest of my life, or at least for the next 5 years. I'm finna just drop a song every week because I do too much music, man. I feel like I'll be holding it back. And now with it being so artistic now, like music is artistic, it's no wrongs in making music no more. And which is so dope to me because it was so hook verse. You know what I'm saying? It was so that back in the day, like it was so, and now it's like you can go wherever. I love how people
rap. You can just rap. You can just do a bridge. You can do whatever you want.
Man, you can do whatever you want, and that's what I love about the music business now. So I got so much music, man, and I just being creative and just I'm dropping what doesn't make full albums are being dropped on Mondays. You know what I'm saying? And even some of the Mondays, the ones that's getting great reaction, end up on some albums and stuff too. So I ain't got no bubble. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Nothing holding it back. I ain't got I don't care. I ain't have no shame. My subject matters, I can talk about whatever I want to. I'm not stuck on a subject where at first I was the big booty type. You know, I couldn't do nothing but talk about this and that. It felt like I was in a box, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm as being grown, I can talk about whatever I need to talk about. And it's no pressure because I'm not trying to compete. You know what I'm saying? Like only competition is myself, my last song. I ain't even competing with my last song because it's all artwork. You know what I'm saying? When we start looking at it like artwork and like McDonald's not looking at like, oh, that Big Mac was better than my quarter pounder. They looking like I have a Big Mac, I have a quarter pounder, I have a, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm on. So I'm
make sure they'll have a triple some whole else, and just knowing that they keep working, and that's inspiring to me. Even what you're just saying now, how it's been in the game so long and still feel like I can feel the excitement and energy that I feel like you still have. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just dope. And you talking about your last record was I just listened to it the other day where you went Fresco, and you like being so transparent in there. You talking about your family losses, you know what I'm saying, with your son and whatnot like that. That's inspiring as hell because you're saying like a lot of artists have been in the game for a long time and try so hard to be current that they miss opportunity to pour in some of that wisdom that they have. And
live in the present. You gotta live in the present, and your music should reflect the present. Unless you don't plan on coming out for another 3-4 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to come out so much that I can tell you what I did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, so where I'm dropping another song next week that's talking about next week. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about, like, I feel like we just need to be current in our music, and we can't keep doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I think we still doing the same thing. If I don't hear pandemic, black cops killing, I don't care if you talk about something else the whole song. If I don't hear that once in your music right now, because that's what's going on. We fighting for life right now, and if y'all ain't talking about that right now, as an artist, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, at least bring it up. I ain't saying you just shouldn't be talking about clubs when we not in the club right now. You lying.
Especially,
you know what I'm saying?
Be so creative now. Like say, you ain't got to say specifically word for word, but find, and that's I'm for the same way. Find something artistically. If you want for the culture to speak on what's going on, you have to. In my opinion, or I just don't respect. But that's me. I want to real quick. I want to go back because I don't know if you're still a vegan, so I don't want to jump. But you were the. I told my wife.
21 years.
How many years?
21.
No, you were the first black vegan I ever knew. I remember like vegan. I knew vegetarian. I had to look up what a vegan was. No cap. Me and my wife were talking about that. What made you like? I know you couldn't have known no vegans, right? What's that? A vegan pizza?
I just made one from scratch. You can still see the.
Yeah, they give me a pizza. That looks fire as hell.
Oh no, it's super fire. It's better than ain't Pizza Hut, Domino's, none of them. It's better than all that, and you wouldn't even know it's vegan.
And it ain't it ain't processed. It ain't got all the additive, the GMO. What inspired you to be so health conscious when before it was cool? You know what I'm saying? What was it?
It started off with the message to the black man. We just was waking up. You know what I'm saying? Like we woke up like 98 and just you know what I'm saying? Ali was the first starter to wake up. And look at you. I see you on the shelf. You know what I'm talking about? That right there was the wake up. And then he had another book called How to Eat to Live.
Yep.
I got to eat to live. That's what told us. It told us to eat once a day, and it told us we shouldn't be eating meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you do, you should be eating this kind of meat or whatever. But we decided to cut it cold turkey because we just started doing the science of our bodies and stuff like that, knowing that we don't need it and this and that. And then once we got on, the reason why I kept it going is because if I get sick, shoot, the whole city mad. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got a show, I can let down a whole 40,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like a regular job. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make sure I stay healthy. I make sure I got to stay, especially on that road. I got to make. And when I tell you, I ain't putting nothing on me, but I ain't been sick since '98.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that regular flu. I'm talking about that regular just a cold. I know now that I have to eat that to get that. You know what I'm saying? And when you mess with that flu, most likely it's in the swine or it's in the meat. When you're dealing with colds, most likely it's in the dairy. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that, you know what I'm saying? I got my whole family. We don't do nothing. I got 3 generations of family. I got a 24-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 4-year-old over there eating right now. We vegan out. My wife vegan the whole 9. We don't play that.
Yeah.
It's not just doing something like most people. It was a diet. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the way of life. This is how we eat. We don't even think about it no more. Like we 20 years in, we don't even think about it.
Man, that's powerful. I like to say I'm a niggetarian because I kind of dibble and dabble. Actually, I think I'm a pescatarian. I don't eat meat. I'm capping. I just started back eating a little chicken, but my wife hasn't had meat in 5 years, so she don't cook no meat in this house. I like to say, like I said, you were the first black vegan that I ever knew, so I had to ask you about that because it was before it was cool. Like eating to live, like what we put in our bodies, our fuel is just so important. I think it's just dope that you caught on to that way before a lot of people. And if anybody listening, I would really just research what you eat and really research what you put in your body and how it affects you, because it's just we do it every day, all day. You gotta be more up on what you put in your body.
I just think we need to care about ourselves just like we care about them cars and care about our clothes. We lay out our clothes, go to the club. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like we care. You know what I'm saying? So when do we stop caring about what goes in our body? You know what I'm saying? Like in the 50s, 40s, 30s, the cancer and all that stuff wasn't powerful because them families wasn't eating meat like that. They couldn't afford meat. They eat meat like once a week. You know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't afford certain things. And now it's just the grocery stores. If you look up the aisle, you getting confused. And it's just gonna be food everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That makes it seem like your whole life is based on food. They taught us 3 times a day. They taught us snacks after this, do that. Water. Milk. They make water like it's bad. They make water like it's the last choice. Like juice first, then water. Like all our life, I was Kool-Aid up instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of drinking water. Why we weren't drinking water? Like it was, I'm just thinking about it. Like now, like I drink so much water now. I'm like, why we weren't drinking water when I was younger like that?
It was
Because we were
milk.
drinking
It was milk.
juice, soda, Kool-Aid, juice, and soda. So the moment we stop killing our own kids, man, we'll be all right because it's about them. You know what I'm saying? So, and we gotta buy the food, we gotta give it to them. So, on the real, on the low, shoot, after the breast milk, man, we kind of committing attempted murder for real on our kids by giving them the meat and by giving them the food that's getting us sick.
It's all foreign and none of it natural. That's real. Man, I just appreciate your wisdom, dog, and just the lessons you learn. And I just encourage you, dog, and I'm inspired how you keep putting your music and you keep continue to inspire with your music and you grow. Can you just give us just some insight to anybody, young brother, sister, not even young brother, sister, any brother, sister, and not even just in like hip hop or music industry, like what's like a gem that kept you going, like that kept you inspired to be as on fire for your craft as you are, whether you a hairdresser, whether you work at Amazon, whatever you do, like what keeps you inspired to keep going and being the best you can be?
Man, you gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? The one thing about it, I figured out that you had to love it. You know what I'm saying? I was wondering why I go so hard for this and why I don't quit. You know what I'm saying? I should have been quit. You know what I mean? Like I should have been doing something else. The whole nine, I figured out that I love it. Like when you love something, you go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? Like, and I think we start finding something we love and going hard in it. You know what I'm saying? I think I just found out my mama wanted to be a comedian, bro. Like literally, she's 62 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we forget about our dreams or what we would love to be, and then we just go. You feel me? I think for a fact that we should be. I think for a fact we should be following our real dreams, our real things. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't capable of doing it right now, you should be working towards that. Every day putting a little work in towards it. Every day I'm doing a little writing. I'm 20 years in, still doing a little writing every day. Look, I'm making sure that at least 3 or 4 hours of my day consist of me doing something towards my music business. You know what I'm saying? If not the whole day doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like it's not a day that I go past and I'm not doing something towards that goal, because it all adds up. It's never one thing that puts you there in anything. You know what I'm saying? It all adds up. So keep putting towards your career and what you want to do in real life. You know what I'm saying? What you find out what you're good at and what you love. And if you love what you're good at, go hard, man. That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? Keep putting towards it.
It's just real, dog. And it just because you're an artist, and I don't even like entertain with people. I'm just gonna bring it up just because I just feel like it's necessary, because what you and even all the ticks, you all are artists. Like that was your craft. So from a standpoint of being like at that time like a CEO or like a label owner, y'all were focused on being the best artist. That's what I'm so glad you said that, because y'all, even to now, you're focused on being the best artist you can be. And people like, why didn't this? Why didn't that? But from even listening to you, I wasn't going to bring this up, Murph, but listening to you, I see how much attention and detail you put into your craft, because you are an artist. And I feel like all y'all are artists. So how can you expect an artist to do something besides be an artist?
How could you want that though?
Right.
Like I don't want certain artists to be my CEO. Like they too much into the craft. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you only see a few. Don't do it, Bean. I'm watching the end of this game, man. Don't play with me. Hey, what you feel what I'm saying? Like if I was Master P, I'd be Master P, bro. Like you think I don't want that?
P Diddy is like what?
Only a few you can name them on your hands, bro. You only can name them, especially rappers. They going overtime. Especially rappers that got artists under them. Who you got? Yo Gotti, Rick Ross. It's only a few, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it is hard to be a CEO, and it's like people don't know that because you got other people's life in your hand. I know because the people who I had over me. You feel what I'm saying? From Cool to Love and them to Universal Records, like I know what I expected from them, and them expectations can't come from me unless I'm ready for that, bro. You got to be ready, and it may happen in the future when I'm ready for that. You know what I'm saying? That's a stage in your life. You got to be ready to put some other people's life in your hands, man, because that's what it is. You're dealing with career. Not only that, you're investing, like not just
money,
not money, but your time, your money, your. And when I love something, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in. You know what I'm saying? All in. So it's like we just got to realize that, man. That it ain't for everybody, or it would have happened. It would have been happened. There ain't no talk about it because we got. When I tell you, I can't stand when people complaining when I got 5 people that's so cold around me that I'm trying to put on. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to help, trying to put on. Like I'm talking about at this time when everybody complaining, we all have about 4 people each out of the whole group. So we dealing with 20 artists, just artists, film people, all type of people with super talent. DJs, the whole 9, comedians, the whole 9 up under our belt.
Right.
People who we didn't know. You're not going before my people
that you really care about. You know what I'm saying?
Care about, and I don't even know you. I'm finna get them they shot first. You know what I'm saying? That's what we was doing. We was trying to get people they shot, bro. We didn't, man. I ain't no CEO, not yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I'm a CEO in other things, but I'm not a label. Like, dude, you gotta have some connections to be a label owner. You gotta be. It's a different game when you playing that label owner stuff, and that's why it's only a few. That's why you only got a QC and certain people, bro. Because it don't work like that. That's why everybody else signing. Where they signing? They still signing them labels, ain't they?
Everybody would be a CEO, right? That's what. Yeah. But look, man, I appreciate you though. I wanted to just touch on that because I do respect your craft and just what you've done for the city and the game, dog. And yeah, man. If you give me one, I do this one last gem. Give us one last gem. You're gonna end it. I want to watch Jason Tatum too. He balling.
Man, they just called a foul on the last play, bro. 0.9 seconds left. You can't do that. Quit doing that. The refs is tripping.
The refs can't control the game. Look, give us one gem, Murph.
One gem?
Yep.
Oh man, I got too many gems. My one big gem, I'd be like, it's nothing wrong with right. You know what I'm saying? And I can't stand it. And that's far as like, and that goes always to the kids, like getting good grades, the other people eating right, treating people right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing wrong with right, bro. Like we literally like walk around here and on purposely dog good.
Right.
Like I'm talking about down it. Like go back to school, go back to your school and think about how bad we did somebody what we would consider a nerd. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, all they do is in their books. Like, dude, that's a good thing. Why are we talking about him again? Like, why are we joining on him? Like, that's the last person we supposed to be talking about. That's our CEO right there. Like, why are we talking about him again or her again? So, like, stuff like that, man, to where now I'm glad we see now that going to college is cool. Being your own boss is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, striving for more. Like we used to settle for less so much, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is, man. It's nothing wrong with right, man. And then I like the new thing is the vegan thing. Like, bro, vegan, like, dude, it's nothing wrong with eating right, bro. You don't have to make an excuse. Like, you see how when I was telling you I'm 20 years vegan, the first thing you kind of thought about was I don't eat that much. You see how you kind of judge yourself first?
I did.
You don't have to do that. You can just literally take the knowledge that I'm saying, this is what I want everybody to do. You can literally take the fact that a cooler dude like Murph can straight eat right and he ain't miss. You tell him you ain't miss no pork chop, no none. That means I'm eating something cool too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just over here eating I'm eating with the real deal. I can't eat no lettuce and water. I can't eat no grass, and you know what I'm saying? I gotta eat. So it's like, yeah, and I feel like we separate ourselves like that's not cool, or so like, you know, we make it seem like you're bigger than the others because you don't eat meat. Like it's not like that, bro. It's literally we want to stop people from having heart disease, cancer, you know what I'm saying, strokes out here. Like it's bad right now for our people. You know what I'm saying? High blood pressure killing us. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of that decision making come from food. You know what I'm saying? Like it's deep, man. It's real deep with what we put in our body. So just that, man. You know, it's nothing wrong with right. It's nothing wrong with right. If it's right, it's okay to do that. It's okay to not go. It's okay to not kill that person. It's okay, bro. You don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Feed the streets, man.
That's a twin right there. You a rap dad. That's inspiring too, dog.
That's my little buddy right there, buddy. Hey, make sure y'all go check out his show, yo. We got a black he got his own like Sesame Street, man. It's called Divine's World. Make sure y'all check it out. Divine's World. It's on YouTube. We working on the 3rd and 4th episode right now. And when I say
video,
man, hey, he a character, man. And it's just a learning show for the kids. You know, we got tired of going on TV and not seeing ourselves. So when we go on YouTube, we get on all these learning shows. We don't never see our people. You know what I'm saying? So we starting that right now. You know what I'm saying? My wife executive produce it, and you know he the star of it. He gets down.
That's what's up. I got a 4-year-old. I got.
Yes, let them play. I'm gonna send you the link.
A 2-year-old dog. So I'm gonna definitely
send you the link. Hey, they gonna be addicted. Hey, them gonna be his new fans. I'm telling you. I'm gonna send you the link. They gonna love it. Yeah,
dude, dog. I appreciate you, man. My mom, dog. My mom passed 5 years ago, dog. But she was the biggest Murphy Lee fan, dog. So I know she'll be so excited right now, dog. And I know she's excited right now, dog. So I appreciate you, my dude. You inspire me, man.
She our ancestor now, man. That's nothing but love, bro. That's love, Rick.
For sure, Murph. Well, man, I appreciate you, dog. I'm about to go tune into this game. Is it in overtime or is it over?
Overtime. 4 minutes 17 seconds left.
Let's go. All right, Murph, man. Love you, bro. I'll holler at you, dog.
All right, bro. Be peace now.
All right.
All right, love.
All right. Divine's World. Yo, man, that was love, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. When I said my mama loved Murph, mama really did love Murph, and she would be lit. She would have ran in here. She would have been over here right now to be tuned in to this episode. And let me tell y'all how I'm just a little word of advice, just a motivation. Before this happened, my daughter stepped on my thing. Like you see, I used to have my mic and my headphones. She broke my thing. I was like a little stressing, like I didn't have my mic. I went outside. My wife, honestly, she very patient with me. Like she asked me to go get it. I like, no, I can't go get it. They don't sell no Best Buy. I apologize, Val. You was trying to help me. I really love you and appreciate you. I went outside, took 5 deep breaths. Like, man, nigga, you finna interview Murph. Like, what is you doing? All right. Came back in here. Got on her. I played Shake a Tail Feather to the intro. Facebook kicked me off. Right. I'm like, what? So I had to send him another link, and he had to I had to hit up my boy Brandon Hinkle, and we had to connect them and get back this thing, man. So the obstacle is the way, man. I'm just grateful I didn't give up. I'm so grateful I didn't like let my anxiety and all that shit just like straight deter me from like this amazing interview, dog. And I love y'all, man. Ricky Point Live, man. I used to got on my vocab. I don't know if y'all saw I got the vocab on. So yeah, that's it. It's nothing else I really want to tap into. I don't rock with Governor Parsons. I don't rock with Governor Parsons. And they still not letting the youth play baseball in the city. And my son play baseball, and he cold, and he can't play baseball right now. And I know COVID is doing this thing, and it's ups and downs, but I feel like y'all is at this point it's like a political thing, and the people running our city, Lyda Kusum's clown, Parsons clown, the people that are running our institutions and the things that we do in the city are clowns. And I'm using this as my platform to say that, and we need some change and some direction. So whatever I can do, this is my platform. Last week I had on my brother Bruce Franks and Vanessa Townsend, and I really feel like, and before that, Mastermind and Alonzo Townsend, I really feel like the energy that's coming through them, through me, through the Live from the Crib is really helping change the trajectory of the city. And that's not to pat myself on the back. It ain't about me. It's about us. It's about y'all. It's about living. Y'all heard what Murph said. This man been rapping for a long time, 20 years, and he's still writing every day. Like that's inspiring as hell. Like it should never be a day that you not doing something to pursue your craft. Like, and honestly, that was a real reason that I'm just gonna be transparent. Why I did pivot from me doing music, like rapping and writing a rapper. I didn't love it. I knew I had a gift of being like, you know, not even a star, but like my energy, and I love to like engage with people. But rap was so It's did this from me. It was competitive to a fault for me. I couldn't rock. If I was a rapper, I wouldn't be interviewing Murph. I wouldn't be inspired by Murph. I wouldn't be having Murph use his wisdom to inspire y'all. So I feel like I'm just trying to walk in my purpose. And like I said, I'm super humble. It's ain't about me. I even get anxiety when people even give me kudos because it ain't about me. It's about us. It's about y'all. It's about the city. Cause my L angle 90 degrees. So anything you got from this, keep doing whatever your heart desires, whatever your passion is, whatever you love, do it every day. What up, Joe? You know what? I'm gonna run real quick because I always forget to do this. Because last time I actually ended. What up, Steve? They clowns. Danielle, Leslie, I love y'all. K-Zone, what's up, my brother? I saw my brother Yak in here too. Memph T, what up, Memph? Boy, water is fire, ain't it? Stephen Byes, what you know about that Crusaders in this month here? Ace Deucey Nooski, this the one. You the one, girl. My dad on her. What up, Pops? Great story. Murph dropped some gems. If I miss you, Vanessa Townsend, you the GOAT. I was in tune into your live the other day when you helped that young lady on Martin Luther King. Like, you walking in your purpose. You amazing. You inspiring us all. Like, whatever we can do to help you. Yes. Joey Joe, we outside. You already know that. Who else have been here? My boy Brandon. Hey, you are inspiring as hell, and I really want to speak with you on some other canon stuff because you just really inspire my brother. Trail early, my brother, love you, dog. So look, I'm Ricky Point live from the crib next Wednesday. You know, I keep saying how I'm going to top, but it ain't about topping. It ain't about topping. It's about just using the energy that's around to just Ricky Point live. We outside. Ski, bow, deuces. Catch me outside. Oh, the book of the day. Mess with a Black Man. Some real gems. But that one is my real book of the day. I'm gonna give y'all a real book of the day real quick. No, I ain't. Yes, I am. The Bible. Read the Bible. Nah. I love y'all, man. Peace out. Skate. Bye.